Okay, awesome. Guys, welcome to Veda Hub, Oracle Jiu-Jitsu. This is Riccardo. We've known each other for quite some time now, training in Toronto for well over a decade. We're both Jiu-Jitsu Academy owners. Riccardo is owner of Battalion BJJ, Oracle Jiu-Jitsu. And today I have the privilege of having our first premiere video, instructional video that is going to be hosted on the Veda Hub marketplace. So look forward to that. You guys will be the first sort of viewers and our sort of like beta testers. So I really welcome you to come on, check it out, and give me your comments and feedback. So with no further ado, I'm going to give it over to Riccardo.
So hello everybody. So with this video with Li Sheng, I'm gonna explain some basic movement. So today I'm going to explain a basic movement from mount that I think that a lot of people don't fully understand, and it's going to increase your probability of submitting someone in mount, in gi and in no gi. Okay. Of course, we're going to talk about more no gi, a little bit more no gi, but trust me, it's the same. We're going to talk about the S mount. Okay. So the S mount is a very powerful position that you need to know how to do properly. So I'm going to show it to you. So lay down. So look, you are here in mount, okay? So my partner, if he's on gi, he's gonna put his hands here, okay, to protect against a collar choke. If he's no gi, he's gonna more be in tendency to be here or even grab his hands like that, okay? Exactly. Here, yeah, okay? So the problem, this is a very good defense because it's very, go ahead, resist hard. You see, it's very hard to push, okay? So there's many ways you can do it, how to break that. Today, what we're gonna see is how to break, to go for S mount. So you see, I'm gonna, I need to elevate his arms up to do an armbar. So first thing I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna put my hands on the floor and I'm gonna tilt my butt to the side, okay? And this is very important because if I stay like that and I do this, he can sweep me. So I have tendency to go here, open my hands, go chest to chest, and put my hands on the floor. You see my hands is flat, okay? And I'm not lifting up. I'm not trying to do this because if I do this and he has a better timing than me, you're gonna bring my elbow down, okay? Boom, okay? So, and now what I need to do is to make a big circle because if I'm too close, he's gonna wrap his arms around my arms here, and now he can try to sweep me, okay? And that's not good. So when you do this, you need to be very open and crawl. You see, it's a spider hand. I'm crawling. I move a little bit because I want you to see my head. You see, I'm crawling. And if you give a very strong resistance, go ahead, give me a very strong resistance, and I cannot move forward. I'm gonna move with my entire body, and then I'm gonna continue, and then I'm gonna move with my entire body, and then I'm continue until his hands get higher. At that point, my objective is to grab his head, okay? Here with the other hands, bam, lock with my head, okay? Go as low as you can. Of course, you have a choke here, but we are not talking about the arm triangle choke right now, okay? So, and I'm gonna slide my knee to the level of his head, okay? So sometimes this works, sometimes this doesn't work. So what to do when this doesn't work? So I'm gonna show you to the other side. Get closer. Now get closer. Yeah, here. Good. So I'm going here, look. And now I do the same thing the other side, but now you see I have a hard time. I'm here, and I seem to not be able to do it. So you see my hands here? I'm gonna slide it and I'm gonna grab it here. You see? And I'm gonna slide my legs here. And I'm gonna lift his head. Here, boom, boom, and lock. So there's two big, move back. There's two big mistakes that people do, okay? So first of all, a lot of people, because they don't want to hurt their partner, okay, because they're afraid to break their partner in pieces, they sit they put their butt on their legs. So this is very gentle and it's very nice, and I appreciate that you don't try to hurt your partner, but the problem is that it give you bad habits, okay? And when you fight, you're gonna have tendency to do that. But when you fight, you're going to use that to escape. So, I'm sorry, I like Li Sheng, but I'm going to still have to put weight on him, okay? Second of all, I see a lot of you putting the foot like that. You see? This relieves a lot of weight from him. He can breathe properly. He can move. He can fight back. Okay, this is not good. I need to make sure that all my weight is on top of him. Now, last movement that I have a very hard time to explain to everybody is that you see my knee is to the side. So this is already a very good position, and sometime in the fight, I'm gonna not waste time to put my knee below his head. But sometime I have to do that because otherwise he's gonna escape. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring his head up and I'm gonna slide my knee below his head. And you see my foot, I am on my toe and I'm pushing back and I'm pushing back and I'm squeezing. And you can hear maybe the sound of him breathing not happily, okay? He has a hard time to breathe. Now, how I do the armbar here? I'm gonna release a little bit because I don't want to kill him. I'm gonna grab it. So don't grab with your hands, okay? I'm gonna hug and I'm gonna move my head to one side. So I can control his legs, okay, by going here, you see? Or I can control his legs by going here, okay? It doesn't really matter. What it matters is that I move my head to the level of his hips to free my other legs on top. You see, so another mistake that people a movement that if you know how to do it, you're gonna increase the probability of submission in mount, okay, in gi and no gi. And the armbar, in gi you can keep your legs parallel and it's fine most of the time. But in no gi, you need to be a little bit more precise with your movement because there's less friction, so the guy can escape easily. So you need to really pin down the guy properly, okay? In another video, I'm gonna go even deeper with the armbar in no gi. By the way, you can also do it in gi, okay? It's just that in no gi, it's you have to do it more often like that. In gi, because of the friction, you can for some movement, for that movement, you can just go for the armbar, and because of the friction, it's gonna be easier. But even sometimes with gi, with some people I fought in gi, I had to do that because otherwise it will escape. So it's still very useful of both. But yeah, in another video, I'm going to teach you more about the armbar and everything. But that's S mount, and that's something that honestly, you are not wasting time if you spend 2 or 3 weeks just to work on that, because this is so much essential movement.
That was really good, Riccardo. So for those watching, those little details that you can't necessarily see on video, the amount of pressure that Riccardo was doing is substantial. When you just do the technique properly, you can apply a lot of pressure. Those details about removing it off your foot and whatnot, they make a huge difference in applying that pressure. You're just sort of like really driving into your opponent that, you know, they don't have anywhere to go, and that, you know, a submission is impending at that point. So those details and that removing of that space is all critical to good jiu-jitsu in general. So thanks for joining us, guys, and look forward to Riccardo's instructional videos. I'll give the instructions below. And once again, thank you, Riccardo.
No problem.